16 games unbeaten in all competitions. Today, we have two very big tests to see whether we can continue that sort of form. Why not join me and find out? Hello and welcome to episode 15 of From the Bottom to the Top, as we try and take a National League South side, in this case Weymouth, from the bottom all the way up to the top. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games. First up will be Eastbourne Borough in the Vanarama National League South. It's match day 20, and I can tell you that they are literally behind us in the table. We'll have a look at the table in due course. You can see it there on the left of the screen at the moment, just to give you some idea of perspective. We do have a decent lead over them, but I want to extend that lead if at all possible. And then we have the FA Cup first round replay. We travel to Cheltenham, up in our case, all the way up the M5 to Cheltenham for the FA Cup first round replay. And we'll be looking at that in a moment. But before we continue, we do have a couple of things to put right. First of all, we have the draw for the second round of the FA Cup. And that's going to be followed by the draw for the second round. I think it's the second round of the FA Trophy, which it's our opening gambit, the second round. So we'll find out who we're going to play in those games, which could dictate future episodes. But don't forget, if you do enjoy today's episode, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the series so far. Let me know what you want me to see me do in the future. And if you've got any how-tos, videos, anything that you want or can't do in game that you want to find out how to do, let me know what you'd like to see and I will endeavour to do it. I have had a request to show you how to change the background for the stadium. So in the scenario where you've got a club that you've brought up through the ranks, the board have decided to build a new stadium, you want to change that picture because you don't want the picture of the old stadium on there. How do you do that? There's a video coming out very, very shortly, so keep your eyes peeled. Subscribe. That way you'll know when it's coming out. Follow me on Twitter. You'll know when it's coming out. It's easy to do, and that way you don't miss a thing. Right, with any more said to do, before we progress and have a look and see what's been going on since you were last with us, let's have the FA Cup second round draw. Well, thank you to Future Mark, and here is the draw for the second round. Whether we get there or not will be another matter. Let's go and have a look and see who we will play. Northampton and Macclesfield will play Chesterfield. Oxford United will play Bradford City. Wigan will play Gillingham. Wycombe will play Tranmere or Mansfield. Aldershot Town will play Crewe. Walsall or Bournemouth will play Weymouth or Cheltenham. So if we get past Cheltenham, we have an away game against either Walsall or Bournemouth. So that is how the draw has come out. Quickly scoot down just in case you want to pause it and have a look for your team. That's the draw for the second round of the FA Cup. I'll hand you back to Future Mark. Well, thank you very much to Past Mark for that one. And before we do anything else, let's go back to a different Past Mark, but a Past Mark all the same, and have a look at the second round draw for the FA Trophy. And thank you to Future Mark for the introduction, and of course the draw for the ISU FA Trophy second round. And let's go and see who we're up against. Darlington will play Chester. Ashford United will play Beckenham. Eastbourne Borough will play Salisbury. Warrington will play Hereford. Bishop Stortford will play Galston. Cirencester Town will play Potters Bar. Felixstowe will play Southport. St Albans City, the Vanarama National League South, play Marsk. Long Eaton will play Thame. Long Eaton in Nottinghamshire, of course. Polton Rovers, they will play Westbury. My local derby, that, almost. And Hempstead Town will play Spennymoor. Whitehawk will play Weymouth. So that is who we have got in this second round of the ISU FA Trophy. Whitehawk, who, from memory, they are from Brighton, down on the south coast. So just a little way along from us. So that's, I guess you could almost say, a local derby as well. There's the rest of the draw. If you want to have a look down through, spot your team. So I'll hand you back to Future Mark, who will have a look at the updated schedule. So there we are. Thank you to Past Mark for both of those. And yes, we have Walsall or Boreham Wood in the second round, which will come in here. So we're going to come back for another episode fairly quickly. And then, of course, we've got Whitehawk in the second round of the FA Trophy. I wasn't really going to show you the early stages of the FA Trophy, but it does sort of fit with my schedule at the moment. Because I've got a couple of days off at the end of this week, so it means we can get ourselves in a position with the episodes. So despite what happens today in our second game in the FA Cup first round replay, if we are successful against Cheltenham, we will come back next time for Whitehawk in the trophy second round, and then FA Cup second round. If we don't get past Cheltenham today, then it will be the FA Trophy second round and Maidstone United. Maidstone United, who are fourth in the table and doing reasonably well themselves at the moment. So there we are. Last time out then, Truro and Cheltenham. That 7-4 win against Truro City seemed to be a bit leaky at the back. And obviously we brought in a goalkeeper to try and stop that. And then discovered that, well, not discovered, he then picked up that injury, broken arm. So he's a little way off. He's still about 4 weeks away. So we're not going to see him until the new year, realistically. I don't think. So they were the two games. Then obviously the 2-2 draw against Cheltenham, 2 goals up in the first half. And we capitulated a little bit again, leaking goals. And we continue to leak those goals in the just the fact that we can score more than we're leaking at the moment. We played Chelmsford City in the Vanarama National League. Cameron Cooper got us underway after 16 minutes. Bolton coming forward, and that man Prescott, who I would need to check his assists in a minute, on the head of Cooper. I mean, it hung there for what seemed like an eternity. So 16 minutes for a goal to the good. Then Tom Solanke, literally a minute later. Who supplied the cross for this one? Oh yeah, it was that man Prescott again. And do you know what? It was almost identical to the first one, wasn't it? So there we go. At that point in time, 2-0 up. Looked like we're coasting. And they got one back on 43 minutes through Ankawali. And at half-time, 2-1. Then we went into the second half on 75 minutes. We got Cam Cooper scoring his second of the game. Oh, yeah, it's that man Prescott again, isn't it? Crosses the ball in. Cam Cooper, calm as you like, turns on the ball. Defender in there. Defender didn't know what to do with it. Cam Cooper puts it in the back of the net. Connor Cullen got another one back for Chelmsford City, making it 3-2 at this point in the time. But we made things a little bit easier on the run-in. Joe Knight, we don't see him score. We haven't seen him score many goals, but Cooper, the provider this time to Bolton. Williams putting it in. Knight just turned on the ball, puts it away. 4-2 the final score. 19 shots, 10 on target, 2.66, 53% of the possession. They had 10 shots, just the 2 on target, which were their goals. 1.22 and 47% of the possession. Then we went on to an away game against Hemel Hempstead. And this is how we got on. As you'll see again, 18 shots, 11 on target, 3.21 on the old XG, 61% of the possession, 4 minutes into this game. Mitchell Weiss scored his first goal. Bolton out to Petit. Oh, it's that man Prescott again. And doing wonderful stuff. Good ship tripped, but Weiss picks up the ball as it comes across and into that. It would have been a penalty had Weiss not put that in the back of the net. 1-0 then on 4 minutes. 22 minutes into the game. Cam Cooper gets his first of the game. Good ship. Again, he's tackled. No penalty given. I think your referee played wave play on, and Cam Cooper again getting up for that one. That man Prescott supplying yet again. So 2-0 up then as we go in. Cam Cooper provided a second just 10 minutes later on 32. Cooper back to Ryan. Ryan over the top to Cooper, and Cooper tucked it in the near post. I think the goalkeeper thought he was going to put it down his right side. Didn't, put it down his left side. A minute later, Behan for Hemel Hempstead got one back, made it 3-1 at half time, and then we went into the second half. Mitchell Weiss, they got a second back after 51, making it 3-2, which left us wondering what was going on for a minute. But 3 minutes later, Mitchell Weiss, he got up and crossed in, headed out. Cooper sticks it back in again. Weiss peels off the back and sticks it in at the near post. And it's at 4-2 at this point. And then Brandon Goodship putting away a penalty on 77 minutes to round it off and make it 5-2. Sorry, Mike. And that is how we did the two games in between at this time. And as I think you looked before, as you'll see, we are 12 points clear of Eastbourne Borough. Our first opponents today could be 15 points if we can beat them today. Mind you, Bath City win. I suppose it won't. It will only be back 14. But if Bath City win, who are Bath City playing? More to the point, they're playing Hemel Hempstead at home. Right. Okay. So we could still only be 14 points, but technically we'll be 14 points, 2 more points more clear than we are now. But Eastbourne Borough, they've been on a very, very good run of recent times. In fact, if we hit this one, we will see. We're on a 5-match unbeaten. Of course, as we said, 16 matches in all competitions. They've lost 1 of their last 5. They lost out to Maidstone United, who themselves are doing quite well at the moment. They've won the last 3 on the trot, lost 1 and drawn 1 in their last 5. So they're one of the reasonable form sides as it stands at the moment. But as it also stands at the moment, we are 21 points clear of 8th place Torquay, who are on 31 points, just outside of those playoff places. I'm thinking that at the very least we're going to get a playoff place here, bearing in mind that we haven't even got to the amount of games that were played when we joined last year, and we only had 9 points. So we are doing outstandingly well, and I'm looking forward to a potential promotion push here to get us up into the National League and see how we can do up there. Right, okay, without any more to do, let's get on with the episode. Let's get on with the games. We're a long way in and need to get it sorted. Our first game up, of course, is this game against Eastbourne Borough, top versus second. They are without Viogel. He's got pulled back muscle, and Jack Turner with a fractured cheekbone. We're without Ted Can, who's a fractured lower arm. So, and Toure Williams and Malvin Lambert away on international duty out in the Caribbean. Very nice for them at this time of year. So, without more to do, let's have a look at the team that faces Eastbourne Borough. So here is the team that faces Eastbourne Borough in this top of the table clash. Nick Zack returns to goal. I just want to see if we can sort of like offside the leaky defence. A clean sheet would be rather splendid. Maybe expectations too much against Eastbourne Borough and Cheltenham Town. But Ryan, Hamlin, Spurway and Prescott make up the rest of the defensive line. Solanke, Bolton and Petit in midfield. Weiss continues behind Cooper and Goodship. Good relationship, those three, of course, as we know. But Kieran Evans, who's coming back from that broken toe, is only as good as 45 minutes at the minute. So at the moment, he theoretically gets a bit of game time, but we need to break him in. It's he can't make a whole match or whatever. So we'll see how we get on. And it could be that he joins in. Of course, we're short of strikers as well on the bench or in the team because of Melvin Lambert being away on international duty. Then the bench looks like this: Rowan, Frost, Slade, Knight and Evans. And here we are at the Bob Lucas, and that one draw on our list. The draw against Cheltenham Town coming up second in this league. They've only lost one. They're playing a 4-2-3-1 formation today. We're top on 52. They are second on 40. We either open a bit more of a gap or they close the gap. One or the two today. It's as simple as that. Six, 17 minutes on the clock. Ryan and Solanke out on that near side, but they've given the ball away. But that's a poor ball. Petit wins it. Vice is going to create some space. Couldn't curl it though. Spurway defending, and Eastbourne Borough, and that's poor from, I think that was Prescott actually. As good as he is at crossing the ball, he's not good at defending really. Wood is in. Wood is going to create some space as the shots come back off the woodwork. Hamlin heads it down to Nick Zack. Prescott with the throw-in on that far side to Good Chip. Oh, what, that was a poor ball. But well won back by Solanke, who's awake, at least. Bolton has support here from Ryan, but he's not going to use it. Bolton, and he's lost the ball. Possibly should have used Ryan. And they come forward. They look dangerous, don't they? They've moved this ball around very, very quickly. Get forward very quickly, and as well cut out by Cooper. Cooper tracking back. Ryan's gone past his man this time. He's squeezed past. Can he cross the ball in? He can. Deep to Good Chip. And it's a good save from Folks. In fact, I don't think it was a goal kick. It wasn't a corner. I don't think he made a save. I think it come off the woodwork, possibly. Oh, it did come off the post. And obviously something's gone on here. Folks has the ball. Drops it. Sends one long. Ryan brings that down nicely. Punts that forward, though. But Cooper is out there. I thought the defender was going to pick that up. Cooper into the area, but it's defended well. And Good Ship is sort of tripped. Referee not giving anything. Spurway. Prescott comes forward. Prescott. Dangerous into the area. Oh, I think that took a deflection. It's gone out for a corner. And those balls in from Prescott. You could see the panic on the Eastbourne Borough players. Swung in to the near post. Spurway back out to Vice. Vice chips it back in deep. Oh, I'm not sure. Offside, I think. That one long. Solanke heads it down to Cooper. Bolton. Ryan. It's all very tight. Oh, and Good Ship's in. Good Ship blows it straight over the top. And this one should have been 1-0. And blowing chances like this, they won't come many. Not in this type of game. Oh, try to put it down the side of the goalkeeper. And no more highlights in that first half. And as you'll see from the stats, we've had 7 shots, which is good, but we've not hit the target yet. And that is our downfall. And really, I wish that ball had fallen to Cooper as opposed to Good Ship, because I think Cooper would have probably put that one away. 0.76 on the XG. 53% of the possession. Eastbourne Borough have had 3 shots, just the one on target. 0.37 and 47% of the possession. It's still up for grabs. And as expected, realistically, it's going to be a very tight match. Vice with a corner, swings it in deep. It's headed though straight into the arms of Folks if he didn't collect it. The highlight continues. He's dropped the ball. He's going to fire one long, and it is long. Spurway there to tidy up. Hamlin, Solanke, Petit finds Good Ship. Good Ship now has Prescott outside him. He's got Prescott. Prescott, danger man. Cross it in, and it's Vice, his 12th goal of the season, and on 49 minutes. So we go 1 up, and it's that combination again. Prescott to Vice. Vice seems to lurk. He likes that shadow striker role. He just sort of comes through the middle, just eases his way. Look at him. Look. He's just almost poaching it. It's so good, and Prescott knows where to find him. They have a corner now. Hot cut. It's going to be a short one. Gravata, Wood, hot cut. And, that was... You're not going to stop those. Tom Richards gets the equaliser. He's first of the season on 62 minutes. It's 1-1. Well worked corner routine. Puts it into the area and nobody marking Richards on the edge of the area, and he just plants it in the back of the net. Bottom corner, Nick Zack try to get there. Well, with not quite 62 minutes on the clock, having conceded that equaliser, we are going to make one change. Elliot Bolton is getting tired as the defensive midfielder, so we've brought on Harvey Slade to sit into that position between Solanke and Petit. And with 45 minutes on the clock, making two changes, our final two changes at this juncture in time. We have taken off John Ryan, who's had a good game, to be fair, but he is tiring. And we've brought on Frost, Tyler Frost, on that left-hand side. And then we've also moved Vice up alongside Cooper. Goodship has come off. And we've also brought on Kieran Evans, who gets 15-20 minutes run out as he comes back from injury. Throwing on this near side. Petit and Prescott working together. Solanke, Prescott crosses it. But the ball's one back, and we need to stop this very, very quickly. Said this is going to be difficult. It's crossed in, and they're going to score. And we go 2-1 down on 82 minutes. That's not good. That is not good. We need to have a look at our setup and tweak it slightly. We've got to try and get something back from this. Hamlin, should have won that ball, but it come back in, and Nick Zack not getting there. We have a corner. Hamlin with the corner. Swings it in. It's a goal. Spencer Spuraway gets us a equaliser on 87 minutes. Can we go and win this? Sneaky win. We've gone attacking. We've put everybody on attacking mode. So I took the view, well, if we're going to lose, we might as well lose. No, it's going to be a draw. And at full time, it's 2-2. Nothing in the first half. It all happened in the second half. Mitchell Weiss after 49. Tom Richards equalising after 62. They took the lead after 82. Spuraway equalising from a corner on 87. 14 shots. We just had 3 on target, which isn't our usual style. 1.99, 49% of the possession. They had 7 shots, 5 on target, 1.41 and 51% of the possession. I guess at the end of the day, it's a fair result. Well, before we look at the fixtures and how things have panned out after that draw with Eastbourne Borough, I did say I wanted to have a look at Alfie Prescott and look at his stats, because I think they do tell a very, very big story. If you have a look at this, he's phenomenal, and he's going downhill according to this, but he's absolutely phenomenal at what he does, and those balls into the area. I'm going to be surprised if we can hang on to him long term. When you look at this, 18 assists in the National League, the Vanarama National League South this season. He scored 2 goals, so he's made 20 goals total, 22 all season, 22 assists that is. And if you look at his average rating as well, 7.95 in the league, 9.05 in the FA Cup, 8.07 is his average rating. He is absolutely stonking. Everybody in the FM sphere talk about wonder kids. He's a wonder kid. So here we are, full round of games. Some key ones for us at the top of the table here. Bath City, who were in third, they've not closed the gap. They only managed to draw with Hemel Hempstead Town, which means there's nothing lost there. We're obviously not lost. We're still 12 points clear of Eastbourne Borough, who are there. We're still 21 points clear of Braintree, just outside the playoff places. So not a lot has changed there. Maidstone United lost their game to Worthing. Worthing closing the gap on them. Top of the table clash. But having said that, Maidstone United, I've just realised, do have a game in hand. How did that happen? And they're going to be playing Chippenham Town by the looks of it. So there's a game still to be played there. So at the top of the table, not a lot changed. Farnborough, Dulwich, Hamlet, Hampden and Richmond, and Slough Town still in that drop zone. Slough Town getting ever 10 points away from Hungerford. It's not insurmountable. I know a team that actually managed to do it, only had 9 points about over halfway past the season, and managed to get clear and up the table, sort of mid-table-ish. So it's not, don't write them off yet, for goodness sake. Oh, dearie me. Right, without any more to do, let's get on with the episode. Time is ticking, and it's a trip to the completely Suzuki Stadium. It was called something else than that. But we're going to what was it called? Can we find out what it was called before that or not? We're not going to tell us. I don't think he's going to tell us. Anyway, we're going to Cheltenham for the FA Cup first round replay. We are again without Ted Can, Toure Williams and Melvin Lambert, both on international duty, which is rather annoying. And they are just without Curtis Davis, who is also in the Caribbean on international duty. So there you go. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's go and see what we can do. Can we get to a second round against either Walsall or Bromley? No, not Bromley. Boreham Wood, that was it. We'll find out. And if we do, it's coming up in the next episode. So this is the side that faces Cheltenham Town in this Emirates FA Cup, a first round replay. Kelly returns to goal. We are looking at more goalkeepers as well. This guy down here, Ben Winterbottom, is a possible. We would need to offload Kelly and Nick Zack very, very quickly because of the wage budget. If we were to bring him in, and Winterbottom and Can could then possibly make up the goalkeeping team here. We'll see. Ryan, Hamlin, Slade and Prescott make up the defensive line. Knight, Bolton and Williams, who has come back from international duty. Didn't think they would be. He is fully fit. Melvin Lambert has come back. He's played a few games and is tired-ish, so he's on the bench. But Toure Williams are getting a start. Vice starts in front of Evans again because Evans can only play 45 minutes, and I don't really want to change him at half-time. So he is there as a substitute. And, of course, Vice sitting behind Cooper and Goodship, who we hope will fire on all cylinders today. Nick Zack, Rowan, Frost, Howe, Solanke, Petit, Evans, Pollard and Melvin Lambert on our engorged bench today, because we're allowed 9 players in the FA Cup. That's the team then that faces Cheltenham. And here we are. Wooden Road is Cheltenham's ground. Couldn't remember its name, but I've looked it up. They're playing a 4-2-3-1. Fifteen minutes on the clock. Prescott with a throw into Goodship. Slade to Bolton. Bolton to Knight. And he's been tackled, lost the ball. And they come away. They're at home. They're dangerous. Ryan winning that ball, though, to Hamlin. Back to Ryan. Ryan launches one over the top. Cooper run onto inside to Vice. Vice has a shot. Vice scores his 13th goal of the season. And what a goal. He's a man for scoring goals. That's going to go on his list towards goal of the season, which we might have to vote on, I think. Cooper to Vice. Vice just teed himself up. Lovely shot. Corner. 1-0 on 17 minutes. Kelly with a goal kick. Or free kick, I think it was more than anything. Knight comes forward on that wing. Knight has the ball. What's he going to do with it? He's got support from Bolton. Bolton to Williams. Toure Williams. Oh, off the post. He's come back and Knight has put it away for his 4th goal in the season. And boys and girls, we are 2 up on 25 minutes. I wasn't expecting this. Mind you, remember the first leg or the first game. We were 2 up and then capitulated. So don't count our chickens. That comeback off the post fell nicely for Knight, who put it away. Kelly again with a goal kick, this time to Slade. Slade goes out wide to Ryan. Ryan over the top again, but it's cut out, but only as far as Knight. Knight out on that far side. He has Ryan in support. Ryan comes forward. Ryan. Oh, he's cut inside. He's got Bolton there. Bolton's gone. It's pushed him back to Hamlin. Hamlin to Bolton. That's a poor ball. But Williams tidies up. Prescott now. Danger man. Into the area. Cross it in. Oh! Mitchell Weiss, he's 14th of the season. And on for 28 minutes, we go 3-0 up. Goodness me. Well, we got more goals than we did last time. So on that theory, goodness me, I wasn't expecting this. We're looking at a second round FA Cup tie here. And the boys, that's that man Prescott again. They have a free kick now. They're going to get one back before half time. It's Kelly's watched that one go wide of his post. Prescott with a throw in to Weiss. Weiss finds Bolton. Bolton passes it on to Ryan. Cooper's there, turns. Oh, it's just gone wide of the post. It's come off the goalkeeper. Took a deflection. And it's a corner. Weiss with the corner. He's going to swing this in. It's an in-swinger. Try to get it on the head of Goodship. Couldn't do it. And his Goodship's put that out for a goal kick. Bolton moving it on into Cooper. Cooper just sort of run out of time. They have a throw in. Ferry. Chapman. .43 on the clock. Looking to try and get one back before half-time. They're in a good position here. Oh, it's come off the woodwork, I think. And I'm not sure if Kelly put it onto the woodwork. And we've got through to half-time, boys and girls. It is 3-0 at half-time. Mitchell Weiss after 17. Joe Knight after 25. Mitchell Weiss getting his second. That man supplying again. Prescott with another assist. On 28 minutes, half an hour, we're 3-0 up against Cheltenham Town at Wadden Road. We've not had, 6 shots, 3 on target, 50%, 1.22. We've been more clinical today. 43% of the possession. They've had 7 shots, 4 on target, 57% of the possession. I'll take it, but just remembering that we capitulated in the second half in the last game. 64 minutes on the clock must have hurt them. They brought on 2 players at half time, and this is the first highlight of this second half. And they say, oh, Bonds is in. He's one of those that's come on, and he's put the ball away. Elliot Bonds, his first goal of the season. And here we go. 64 minutes. We've with 65 minutes on the clock, we're making 2 changes and just trying to shore things up a little bit at the back here. What we've done is we have taken off Brandon Goodship. He's come off. And Kieran Evans goes up alongside Cooper up front. And the other change that we've made, we've moved Slade over and we've replaced Hamlin, who has got a yellow card, with Rowan. We have a free kick now. Ryan with the free kick. What's he going to do with this? He's had a shot and it's sort of back. It's gone in. Cameron Cooper. He's 20th of the season and we've got that 3-goal lead again. 4-1 on 68 minutes. I wasn't expecting that either. Ryan, long for Bolton. Bolton just brings it down. Looks like that's one off of the training pitch. 73 minutes, and they have a throw on that far side. Oh, shot from distance. It's gone over. And with 75 minutes on the clock, making two more changes, we have taken off Alfie Prescott. I hope I don't rue that one, but we've also, I mean, the replacement is good, isn't he? Teddy Howe comes in to replace Prescott on that right side as the wing back. And we've also replaced Cameron Cooper up front with Malvin Lambert. And with 88 minutes on the clock, final change time. We've taken off Toure Williams, who's coming back from international duty, and replaced him with Tom Solanke. Evans with a corner. It's going to be a short one. He has a Vice there. Vice cuts it back to Evans. Evans crosses it deep. And Harvey Slade gets his fifth of the season. It's 5-1 against Cheltenham Town of the Football League. And we've absolutely wiped the floor with them. Goodness me. I wasn't expecting this at all. I was expecting us to get knocked out. But what a game. What a win. Harvey Slade. It's all over at Wadden Road, the completely Suzuki Stadium in Cheltenham, and their fans will not be happy. Hopefully that's brought us in some money as well. It doesn't say on here how many people have attended, but hopefully it's a reasonable attendance. Can we find out? Is it tell us anywhere? Analysis. No. I'm sure it used to. Match stats. We will find out. I'm sure we'll find out what the thingy was. But Cheltenham had 10 shots, 5 on target, 0.95, 49% of the possession. We got back the possession, didn't we? 12 shots, 6 on target, 50%. Good job. 1.93 and 51% of the possession. We were clinical. Mitchell Weiss with 2 goals. Joe Knight, Cameron Cooper and Harvey Slade rounding it off 2 minutes into injury time. We have had a good day and go to meet either Walsall or Boreham Wood in the second round of the FA Cup. Well, here we are, roundup of the other FA Cup matches. You got me on a forward camera because the side camera, for some unknown reason, has stopped working. I will check that out afterwards. It's just obviously dropped it for some reason. We'll have to check that out in a minute and see if we can get it back. But our resounding 5-1 win against Cheltenham means that we have knocked out League 2 opposition. But if you look just above us, Walsall is the team that we will play next. They beat Boreham Wood by 4-0. And they're League 1 opposition, so it's going to get tougher as we go in. Interestingly, Tash Manga, who I think in one of our saves, either last season or the last year or the year before, was a bit of a thorn in our side. Let's hope he's not a thorn in our side again. So Walsall is the team that we'll play. We'll have a look at how that goes in just a short while. But Wrexham beating Chorley. I don't think there's anybody else of note here, is there? Most of the other lower sides, Gateshead beating Bath City on penalties. Gateshead of League 2 knocking out Vanarama National League South side Bath, of course. So we are one of the few Vanarama sides that actually managed to get through this. We'll have a look as we go further forward, but we've not done ourselves too bad, have we? Playing opposition 2 levels above us. Next time 3 levels above us, so it's going to be a bit of a tall order. Right, we're going to come back very, very shortly for almost like a cup episode, really. Whitehawk in the FA Trophy second round. We're going a trip to the enclosed ground, they call it, in Brighton. That's where we're going for that one, and then we will have a trip up into the Midlands to the Bescot Stadium, Poundland Bescot Stadium. And we'll be meeting Walsall in the second round of the FA Cup and potentially giving us some more money. Talking about money just very quickly, has done us the world of good. Our overall balance has reduced to a minus 32,000. It was something like 111 There you go, 111 it was. So we've reduced it by about £30,000, 80,000 in that just by that cup run. So another cup run might actually put us back into a positive figure. Who knows? It could be it'll be very helpful at the very least. A cup run is always helpful, especially financially. So there we go. That's today's episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Bottom to the Top and our other series, of course, Irons in the Fire. If you've not been watching that series, go and watch it. New episodes of Bottom to the Top are released every Tuesday and Friday here on the channel at 4:15 p.m. And obviously this being Friday, we wish you a very good weekend. And the best way of keeping up to date with what's happening, as I said, there are some videos and stuff coming out very, very shortly, how to do videos. Best way of following it is to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode then. It's out on Tuesday. It's episode 16. It's a cup episode. Join me for that one. Until then, have yourselves a great weekend. Bye-bye.